Unfortunately, most of our jobs require us to be stuck on our computers or our phones all throughout the day, causing increased stiffness in the shoulders as well as stiffness in the hips. And if you continue to tell yourself that you simply have no time to stretch, then your body is going to pay for it in the long run. In today's video, I wanted to share with you 5 stretches that you can easily do at your desk to stay pain-free. Let's get started. Welcome back, guys. This is Dr. Mike, and I'm a physical therapist providing tips on how to build strength and longevity with your body. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions that people have is that they think that stretching has to occur in these long 30 or 60-minute sessions. And even though this might be nice to be able to take a yoga class or a Pilates class and really focus on your range of motion and your whole body flexibility, it doesn't have to take these long sessions in order to see the benefits of regular flexibility training. So today I wanted to go over 5 easy stretches that you can easily implement at work, or maybe you work from home, that will keep you pain-free. So this is going to focus on general flexibility, including the shoulders, the upper back, lower back, and even the hips. So the first exercise we're going to get into is a hip flexor stretch. So you're obviously going to be on a sturdy chair because you don't want a rocking chair that's going to allow you to fall over there. But we're going to start off with the hip flexor stretch, and you're going to turn your body sideways onto the chair because it's going to allow you to let the leg fall down to the side. So we know that when we're sitting for long periods of time, our hips are in these flex positions. So one of the easiest ways that you can stretch the hip out is take it in the opposite position that normally that hip spends time in. So if you spend a lot of time in this hip flexion, one of the best things you can do for your hips as well as relieve your back is by taking those legs and putting your hips into hip extension. This is going to allow you to feel a nice good stretch through the quadriceps as well as the hip flexors, and you can even stretch your body up to the top. And normally these stretches you definitely want to know, based on some of the research that we've seen, 30 to 60 seconds is kind of the sweet spot. And you could do a couple repetitions on each side. And obviously you're going to be working on both sides there. Now the next stretch we're going to focus on is a forward bend. And this is really going to help open up some of the hips as well as decompress the lower back. You can simply get your feet nice and flat on the ground, widen your base of support, and you're going to hinge at your hip and reach down towards your feet, feeling a nice good compression at your lower back there. You'll feel a nice good stretch on the inside of the thigh as well as allowing the hands to slowly assist you down. You're going to feel a nice good stretch on the lower back and give your lower back a nice decompression. Once again, you can perform 2 to 3 reps here for anywhere between 30 to 60 seconds. The next stretch, we're going to focus on your posture. So we're going to really help open up a lot of the upper thoracic region, which is our upper back, as well as the front of the shoulders, which really take us out of this slouch position. So I'll simply place my hands behind my neck just like so, and I'm imagining as I'm pulling my elbows back, squeezing my shoulder blades together, and really feeling a nice good stretch on the front of the chest there. You can hang out here for about 30 seconds, and during that 30 seconds, you can implement some breathing by just incorporating an exhale, and then inhaling as you really open up and expand those lungs, and then exhale. So you can work through about 10 to 15 reps during that 30 or 60 second duration. The next stretch we're going to move on to is a figure 4 stretch. We're going to focus on hip mobility. We know that when we're doing a lot of sitting, that hip mobility is going to be crucial to keep your lower back healthy. And so what you're going to do is you're going to bring one foot over the top of the knee. You're going to do your best to sit up nice and tall, and you're just going to reach your chest down forward, feeling a nice stretch on the back of the hip there, okay? And you can kind of rock your body forward and back. You might even find some tight positions by rotating into there, but immediately you're gonna feel a good stretch behind the back of the hip just by folding that leg over the knee there. And you're obviously gonna wanna spend some time on both sides, 30 to 60 seconds for 3 to 4 reps there. The last stretch that we're gonna get into is going to be a great saver for your lower back. And if you haven't done so, I've made a low back video that goes over a variation of this stretch, and this is the quadratus lumborum stretch. You're gonna do this seated in your chair. You're gonna take one hand and you're gonna grab onto the bottom of the chair, and this is really just to support you. You're gonna take the opposite hand and basically reach up to the sky lengthening all of the muscles of the side of your trunk. So we're really trying to target those deep quadratus lumborum muscles in the lower back, but also you're gonna get a nice good stretch through your obliques and even your upper shoulder there, which is going to be your lats, which is really gonna help feel nice and good as you're stretching to the top. Once again, you're gonna wanna focus on both sides, 30 to 60 seconds at a time to really get the benefits of stretching. And when you're working on all of these stretches, remember, you don't need to spend a ton of time here. You can implement these on a regular basis in between breaks, 5-10 minutes at a time, and make sure that you're focusing on shooting for 30 to 60 second holds at a time. And if you liked any of these stretches or maybe they helped you out, please give this video a like and a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.